Hi guys, we made it to day 4. Remember our weekly question is what's the difference between a nail and a screw? We've learned a lot of things about nails and screws as simple machines. So both screws and nails are used to hold things in place. This works because of the friction between a nail or screw and the surface it is attached to. So if we look over here, friction is the resistance to movement caused when two surfaces touch. So friction is what's going to keep that from moving easily. It slows it down. Long, thick nails or screws will create more friction than short, thin nails or screws. So longer, thicker nails and screws are best for keeping heavy things in place. If you're wanting to hang up like a shelf on your wall to maybe hold books, well, if you get a lot of books on there, especially if they're hardback books and thick books, it's going to be pretty heavy. So you're going to want a longer screw or a longer nail to put that into your wall and hold it up. The biggest difference between a nail and a screw is how each tool changes the force we apply to it. Because a nail is a kind of wedge, some of the downward force of the hammer goes sideways. And we saw a picture of that this week. A screw, on the other hand, starts with a force that is applied by turning. It's a circular force. And so the threads on a screw turn circular force into forward and backward force. Remember, if you go clockwise, it's going to cause that screw to go into the material you're screwing into. And if you do a counterclockwise, it is going to bring it back out. But both the wedge and screw change the direction of the force to make work easier. So on A, it says, why do long, thick nails hold up heavier objects than short, thin nails do? So back here in the first paragraph, it talks about that. Long, thick nails or screws will create more friction than short, thin nails or screws. So long, thick nails create more friction. On B, you have a table, and you have to list 2 similarities and 2 differences between a nail and a screw. Now, these are the ones that were in our rating. If you put something that's similar, that'll be fine. If you have something that's not similar, you might want to change it. So similarities. Both nails and screws are simple machines. Another similarity is both of them change the direction of the force applied to them. Remember, the hammer, when it hits the nail, it's going to go straight through that. And where you take the screw, you turn it circular with the screwdriver, but the direction that the force goes is forward or backward, even though you go circular. The differences between the two, a nail is a wedge, but a screw is a screw. And remember, the thread part of the screw is an inclined plane. On the next one, it says, a screw requires a circular force, but a nail does not. And I just talked about that a while ago briefly. Make sure you fix this before you turn it in. Tomorrow, you will have a quiz over these things. I'm not going to lock your quiz to where you can't go back and look at things while you're taking it. So if you want to go back and look at our 4 bell ringers for this week to make sure you get it right, that's fine. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day.